Hello and welcome to Speedwell Travel. My name is Eve and today I'm travelling from Edinburgh Waverley down to King's Cross station in London. I would have liked to have used the first class lounge, however it was shut. I'd had quite a stressful travel through to Edinburgh and I was really needing the peace and quiet of this lounge, but it wasn't to be my day. Now it was quite a distance to walk all the way down to the end of this train where the first class carriages were. I wasn't quite prepared for how big it is. And so we keep walking and walking and walking. It's a very nice looking train, I have to say. These were all the standard class carriages that I'm walking past at the moment, and again it was really very busy. I think I quite understand why people are using the train so much these days, but I wasn't expecting the sheer volume of numbers. As you can see, the passenger numbers as we get down towards the first class carriages have really thinned out.
Edinburgh Park, Uphall, Livingston North, Bathgate, Shoreditch,
So I finally found my carriage, and onboarding, the seats are laid out in a 2-1 configuration. Now I had booked a single seat, but I also booked a forward facing seat, so I was really disappointed to see that all these seats were facing backwards. Here's a quick view of the seats just before I get settled into it. On closer inspection it just looks quite nice initially. A lunch menu was quickly provided, and please stop the video here if you want to have a look at it quite closely. So here's a closer look at the tray table. Again, it was quite nice and spacious, and certainly big enough if you wanted to work and have a laptop on board. Lovely big spacious window. There is a seat and occupied indicator just above your head. There's a coat hook at the side of the seat. Plenty of legroom, but I was really disappointed to see that there was no footrest. I really it helps my back, and it was such a shame on such a long journey for me that there wasn't one available. So again, here's the seat coat hook, and there's another one just further up on the wall. Underneath the armrest, which moves up, there is a plug socket and USB charging, and it was much needed at this point as my phone and my camera both needed charged. Again, I'm going back to the seat. There was no headrest as such. I think LNER had these, but people just kept ripping them off. But the seat was really hard and really quite uncomfortable. So now we're departing from Edinburgh Waverley, and there's some beautiful views of the castle as we pass by. And now we're very quickly moving out into the Lothian countryside. I love the big skies and the flat fields, so different from where I come from in Scotland. And now coming up to the onboard service. So this was service number 1. A packet of crisps and a bottle of water was handed out almost immediately on departure. Service 2 turned into a gin and tonic, and as I said, literally served within 20 minutes of departure. I've slowed this section in case you miss it. It is the wayside marker for Edinburgh, 50 miles away. It doesn't feel like we've travelled 50 miles already. I have some beautiful landscape views here, so I just left the camera running, and I'll keep quiet for a little bit just to let you enjoy the views. And just in case I've slowed this part of the video down, we're now crossing the border from Scotland into England, and again this is a very famous way marker.
We will shortly be arriving at Berwick-upon-Tweed. If you're leaving us here, please make sure you take all your personal belongings with you. Thank you for travelling with LNER.
In what seemed like absolutely no time at all, we're suddenly arriving in Berwick-upon-Tweed. What a beautiful station. I must come back here one day for an explore. It looks absolutely beautiful. After a short stop, we're now crossing the River Tweed, and in the distance you can see the Borders Bridge.
I'm happy it's you next to me. It was like now if you see me sleep, it's fine. I'm not sure if people are having lunch or something. I don't know.
And now it's time for a quick toilet tour. Yes, it was already engaged, so I had to wait a little bit, so I've just taken some views of this beautiful Northumberland sunset as I'm waiting to go into the toilet. And here it is. It's a really good lock on the door, and it tells you to lock the door as well, just in case you forget. And as you can see, the lock's engaged. There's a coat hook, there's a baby changing station. The toilet is already geared up for disabled people. It was a little bit messy at this point, however, the sink area was quite clean. And now we're approaching Newcastle. Again, it just didn't seem to take any time at all to get here. The Tyne Bridge in the distance just passed. The approach to the station. And now shortly after leaving Newcastle is service number 3, another gin and tonic and a packet of crisps. I've given in at this point and ordered my main meal, and I ordered the curry and pita bread with basmati rice, and for dessert is a salted caramel pot. This is the last of the sunsets because it was getting quite dark and it's almost impossible to film, so from now on it'll just be shots internally. Service number 4 was the curry. The naan bread didn't turn up and I've no idea why. The salted caramel pot was a sticky treat and it was fine. However, it was a children's portion. I brought food with me thankfully earlier. And service number 5 was hot drinks and a biscuit. So the price paid, you can pause the video here if you want to see. This would be if you'd booked it on the day. However, I paid £92 with my railcard discount. So what did I think of LNER? I thought it was pretty good actually. I was very comfortable on the train other than the lack of headrest and footrest, which would have helped me to sleep. apart from that, everything was fine. Please like, share and comment and subscribe to my channel. It really does help the channel grow and I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. Bye just now.